his defensive staff as far as run fits? Is it something you have to almost wait till next week, or how do y'all critique that?
Well, look, we can evaluate fits. Are they in the right spot? Now, are they actually creating enough contact? Are they actually getting off the block exactly how they need to? Are they able to make the play when it gets into their gap? It's a little bit harder to do, when you're not in pads. We'll see a little bit more of that once we get into the pads. But yeah, I mean, we can see, when they're in the right spots.
How'd you like the fans being out there today?
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, I mean, the fans are a big part of what we do. We're in a tough business, but we're also in the entertainment business a little bit, and we want to put on a good show for our fans. I think we got the best fans in the NFL, and I think we got a unique bond with our city and our fans, and we love having them out here.
Do you feel like there was a little bit more juice, or just maybe a little more excitement, just because there was?
I think there's always a little bit more juice when the fans are out. No different than when we play a home game and we walk out there on the field in the dome, and we get the Who Dat chant right before kickoff. I mean, there's a burst of adrenaline that goes with that.
DA, with Paulson and Alante, what are you looking for as a separator between the two? And obviously, both guys are going to
Look,
play.
both are really good players. Really what it comes down to, it's about consistency. It's about making plays. It's about not giving up plays. And so you let that process take course throughout training camp, into the preseason, and then we'll make an evaluation. But look, both those guys are going to be critical parts of what we do defensively.
Is the plan to kind of alternate throughout camp, or will there be a point?
Look, there's a lot of that going on at a lot of different positions, so it's not unique to one specific position. I told the guys when we started training camp that this roster was built to create as much competition as we possibly can, and that there's really not any spots that are already predetermined. We're going to let the competition play out, and those guys, by the way that they perform, and by the way that they execute on a day in and day out basis, they determine, who plays and who doesn't. And I think that's, the way you're going to be able to put the best team on the field.
And Dennis, speaking in that competition, looking at the punting position, obviously Thomas Worcester was here a long time. Blake Gillikin takes over, but it seems like he's in a battle with this upcoming.
Yeah, look, I mean, we brought in two specialists to create some competition and let the best man win. Look, when you go out there on Sundays, you have to be able to perform under pressure, and every day that these guys come out here and they know there's somebody that's qualified sitting right on their heels, they got to come out and perform. And so that's part of what that was planned, this offseason. That's part of what we've tried to do at a lot of different spots on our roster.
Has Zach Bond's role shifted over the course of the past couple of years to a little bit more on ball? Is that accurate to say?
No, I don't think so. I think he's pretty much in the same role that he's been in. When we drafted him knowing that he could play the Sam linebacker position and on the ball edge defender, and that he was going to need some work as an off the ball linebacker. I think he's gotten better in that area. There's still some improvement that he has to make, but he's doing the same thing that we've been asking him to do.
Pete Martin mentioned that he's been a little bit more confident this year. Zach Bond has. What do you attribute that to?
Comes with experience. It comes with experience, and look, he's been around here for a while, so he's heard the terminology. He's been in the huddle. He's broken the huddle. He's executed on game day. So I think the more experience you have, the more confident you become.
Dennis, Nathan Shepard's from Canada. I'm just curious, from what you know, how has the sport grown in that country? Canada, high school level,
Look,
university level?
that's probably a question I'm not qualified to answer. I know we've been able to get a couple of guys from Canada that have been, good players for us. David Onyemata won, so look, we'll go anywhere we have to go to try to find good football players.
How's Nathan Shepard coming on?
I think he's doing well, and look, we're always wanting to know, how's this guy doing? Look, I really want our guys just focused on going out, put my head down. It's a dark tunnel right now. Just work on getting better, and look, our guys are doing that.
How important is it for Michael Thomas to be out there, kind of develop a connection with Derek Carr, especially with
it's important for all of them. You know, I mean, he's no different than the rest of the guys. We've got a new quarterback. We've got to be able to develop that chemistry, that timing, so that it becomes second nature. So that's why you have training camp.
Seeing Alvin Kamara utilized a little bit more in space throughout these first few practices, you think that's aided by the additions in the running back room?
Yeah, and I think that's an area that we can continue to work to utilize him a little bit more, trying to get him the ball out in space. Talk about getting the ball to our playmakers in space and let them go out and make plays for us.
Dennis, I know you're in a high-profile position, so there's good and bad that comes with it. People from your past have kind of criticized you, but is there like an unwritten rule of publicly, I guess, criticizing people? And I guess, did you see what Sean did and think? Maybe
Yeah, honest to God's truth is it doesn't apply to me or this football team, my football team, and so I really don't have any opinions on that.